Welcome to the Crazy Bars I've Heard podcast. To my right, we got a young legend, Bobby Sessions.
Man, what's going on, my brother?
Yo, it's Ernie, Mr. Crazy Bars I've Heard. Man, I appreciate you coming on the pod, bro.
Man, it's a pleasure, man. Pleasure to be here, man. Grace the platform, man. You're doing some incredible stuff. Happy to be a guest today, man.
Man, I appreciate it. We're live from Black Cloud Studios, where art is everything. Live from Arlington, Texas. All your needs for videography, photography, and recording here in the DFW. But man, bro, we got a show coming up on Thursday.
Man, we do, man. A little Juneteenth special on it one time, man.
Man, I'm so excited to have you perform at Tulips along with Southside Vic and Hashi Sinju. Man, it's gonna be a great show.
Man, I'm really looking forward to it, man. We got a very special set that's gonna be great. It's be legendary, and it'll definitely be a bunch of fucking bars. Wait, can I cuss on this?
Yeah, you can cuss.
Okay, yeah, a lot of fucking bars. Crazy bars. The craziest bars you have heard.
Bro, real and raw.
Juneteenth. 2025.
Yeah, I'm excited. And man, so we met at Tulips, what was that, February at the Spoon panel.
Yeah, February 1st, yeah.
Dang, bro. I mean, you killed the panel. I mean, you provided a lot of gems for artists. Definitely inspiring to me.
Thank you, man.
And to hear your story and to go through and do my research, I was like, man, what's probably the moment that you're like most proud of? You got so many wins and so many accolades in your career.
Man, the moment I'm most proud of in my career? Wow. Man, probably the Grammy. I mean, just because that's in this business, that's the chip. That's winning the championship. And especially during a time like COVID, where people were confined to the house and people was looking for a moment to get some joy during a very uncomfortable time. That moment was definitely probably the highlight. And I would say the biggest moment that I've had that let me know I was going to have a career in entertainment was actually in the 7th grade when I won the award for Class Clown.
Class Clown?
Oh, yeah, that was it. Because for me, it was like, well, it said Class Clown, but my brain translated to Best Entertainer. So I was like, okay, no, I made the class more enjoyable, so I should maybe do something with that.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That class, that's a gem right there.
Nah, for real.
Man, you talk about taking a negative to a positive and,
absolutely,
and framing your mindset. Man, yeah, I mean, a Grammy, like, that's the chip. Like,
that's the chip, bro.
Everyone wants one, and I feel like, man, once you get that dub, you probably feel like Tom Brady at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, and then you end up wanting another one. And I know that's a lot of funny discourse, like, oh, that stuff doesn't matter. It's like, you never hear that from somebody that gets nominated. No, it matters.
Yeah.
It matters. Like, stuff that don't matter, people don't even have comments about it. The fact that you can have discourse about or have a comment about, oh, I don't think all this stuff matters, and then that post goes viral, lets you know that it matters.
Yeah.
It matters. Winning matters.
And they've been pitching it, too. I mean, I feel like artists, labels, I mean, everyone last year I saw was pitching, hey, this is up for the Grammy. This is eligible. Like, what does the Recording Academy say, you know? So that definitely matters. And I see you've collaborated with so many different talented artists. I mean, you know, Megan, Logic. I mean, Logic's one of my favorite rappers. What's one of your favorite collaborators that you've worked with?
Man, I mean, I'm always going to have a soft spot in my heart for Meg because we just made a bunch of history together. I would say outside of that, I mean, and Beyonce, of course, I mean.
Yeah, Queen, too.
I mean, that's Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce, Meg, resume.
And as far as me as a lead artist, probably Rick Ross, just because that moment of, like, the first rap CD I bought with my own money was Rick Ross' Triller album in '08.
Damn.
Working at Wet Zone Water Park and took my little check, you know what I'm talking about? And went and bought the Triller CD, so to have him on the intro of my album Manifest, and then hearing the like all that shit, I was like, yo, this Rick Ross, like, this is crazy, bro. That shit, that moment, Penthouse Prayers, the intro to Manifest, that's probably my favorite one for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really awesome, man. Dang. So what's next for Bobby Sessions?
Man, what's next for Bobby Sessions is Young Legends. That's my imprint. You know, it's the home of the trailblazers, the home of the disruptors, the home of the people that just never was going to be confined to a box, that never was, you know, somebody can tell them, like, I don't think you're cut out for this or that, or your dream is too big, that don't make sense to me. We're the home for the people that have that type of mindset. So it'll be a lot of new music from myself and others, and I'm really looking forward to sharing that with the world. In addition to that, I have Young Legends Academy, and our aim is to be the Harvard of songwriting, really for creatives in general, where I've learned a lot over these past few years on how to actually make records that will be effective, not just for the heart, but that can touch the hearts of others, so that you can actually make a living off of this or have real measurable impact. And we teach people how to structure and create songs that can have real impact, that has a real, genuine, legitimate payoff for the listener. And that's what we aim to do.
Dang, the Harvard of songwriting.
The Harvard of songwriting.
Because there's a science to it. I mean, you've obviously mastered that science, and I feel like people don't talk about it, or people don't know. A lot of people in the industry know, like, hey, how do you make a hit? Like, there's certain songs, certain things you do, the song structure, how you use your words, your vowels, your oohs, your ahs. Like, there's a lot to it. And I see, like, you use manifestation, the law of attraction, a lot.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's like it's everything, because take like Tupac, for example. One of my favorite songs ever was on the All Eyes on Me album. It's a song called Can't See Me. And that's the most confident I've ever heard any rapper deliver a rap ever. Like how the vocal performance on that song. So when you're assessing his lyrical ability and just looking at the lyrics on paper, you have a short-sighted look at measuring how effective he is. Conviction is the most important element to anything. Somebody can have the greatest bars you ever heard on paper, but if they're not delivering it with a certain amount of conviction, it's not going to hit. It's almost like if your bars is an A, but your conviction is a F, my listening experience is gonna be a failing grade. But if somebody has bars that's maybe a C, but the conviction is an A, I'm gonna remember that shit forever.
Yeah.
So like conviction is very important. Communicating emotions effectively is very important. And if you put bars with that, you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
Unstoppable.
Man, I love that track. Like me and my college roommate used to get drunk to that track on his birthday.
Come on, man.
Like You Can't See Me.
What?
Man, if y'all haven't heard that, that's a classic.
That's a classic. That is the most confident I've ever heard a rapper say a rap in my. If you feeling down and you put that song on, I promise you, your confidence will increase immediately.
Man.
It's that strong. It's that powerful. It's spiritual.
You niggas can't see me.
Y'all niggas cannot see me, bro.
Man, that's fire. Pac's a legend too.
Absolutely.
Pac's a legend.
Goated.
Our last guest, what up, Ron? Hey, man, let it be known. But man, growing up in Dallas, like I think the Dallas and Fort Worth, DFW, the music scene is really dope, and I think you have a great perspective, like Deep Ellum and the venues. Like we really want to keep that alive. How do you think growing up in Dallas kind of shaped your career?
Man, that's a great question. I mean, so my musical influences growing up, it was a mix of like East Coast lyricists, but that like Texas freestyle element of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, Jay-Z and Big Tuck was the same value. Like from my, you know what I'm saying, from my experience, just the way they, like I remember my parents would put me in these summer camps, and I would go like in South Dallas. There's like a gymnasium called like X-Line, and Charles Rice and Lincoln High School and Madison High School, all that. And I remember I was at X-Line, and we was all the kids was playing in the back, and DSR was shooting a music video. And I saw one of them niggas pull out the biggest wad of money I had ever seen. I was like, yo, these is the illest niggas I've ever seen. And just the fact that they would come off the dome or rap about what's going on, rap about what jersey they had on, rap about what they was watching on TV. I'll say by the time I got I was performing in Deep Ellum out in 2011, so I would try to incorporate the bars from the East Coast, but that like comedy style, like improv style, Dallas, Texas flow with the New York bars. That kind of molded how I go about making music, so that like if you're in the bars, if you're in the wordsmith and precisionist, like you gonna recognize my shit, but it has that playful, like we gonna turn this bitch up element to it as well. And being able to perform at Deep Ellum at Trees and Club Dada and fucking RBC and off the 3 Links. Yeah. Like I put in a bunch of work, like so much work, and they ended up blessing me with a mural in 2019, but that was from almost a decade of work constantly like performing nonstop in Deep Ellum. Wow. Yeah.
That's fire. Yeah, I love Deep Ellum. Cause I'm originally from Detroit, if y'all do not know. And I moved
performing
here.
in Detroit too.
Man, Detroit's a dope city,
Detroit's
man.
the shit.
And moving here to Texas, the scene is dope. But I think what I love about traveling and going different places for music, every city has that song.
Yeah.
And like every city has that culture and that Texas style. Like I'm thinking about I heard Big Tuck growing up and I didn't know what I was listening to, but Ain't a Stain on Me, Southside the Realist. I'm like, oh, like you hear that Texas bounce and you feel the culture of a city.
Absolutely.
And I feel like, you going on tour, you traveling to different cities. Like every time I land in Detroit, hey, you ever been to 8 Mile? I'm like, bro, it's a road, bro. It's like Ledbetter. It's like saying, hey, you want to go to Ledbetter? Like, bro, it's a street. Like, it's cool that y'all associate the city with Eminem and Detroit and the Shelter. And like, that's cool. But I think it's really dope to feel a city's culture through the music, especially through hip hop. Cause I mean, you go to Houston, you gonna hear, Swisher House, H-Town, Paul Wall, all them Slim Thug, all them legends, right? But Texas is like super unique, and Dallas specifically with that boogie and that bounce sound. And I think you described your music perfectly. Like when Atlanta started popping off, because Outkast was rapping on those southern beats and had that southern playlistic, that type of style, like that's dope. And I mean, your music is fire, and that's cool that you could incorporate like, hey, I got the lyricism from the Mecca where hip hop was birthed.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna put a Texas swing on it.
Yeah, this shit gotta have that bounce, man. And also shout out to Detroit too. Shout out my Shady family. Like I fuck with Detroit heavy.
Yeah, Detroit 313. That's dope, man. Well, yeah, man. So we're live at Black Cloud Studios, June 28th. They have a party. Definitely check the flyer. It's gonna be a fire event. We got BYOB. Come check out this beautiful space. Get some professional photos done, and we'll be right back. Yo, man, did you see the BET Awards? That was last week.
Yeah, man. I caught a bit of it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I really like that they leaned into the nostalgia. It was dope to see all the performances. I mean, Glorilla stood out to me. Her winning that gospel award was kind of crazy, but shout out to Kirk Franklin, Fort Worth native. But I'm glad they honored like a lot of those folks, because I think they need to lean on nostalgia. BET, me personally.
Yeah, I think that was a excellent move to go in that direction this go around. There's people that been critical of the BET Awards and the Hip Hop Awards over the past few years. Not every year, but it normally gets a lot of critique. So you got to lean into what works, and I think it's all a part of restoring order. And to the Glorilla thing, I think when your first name is Gloria and your middle name is Hallelujah, this was meant to be.
Yeah.
This was just meant to be.
Yeah.
Salute to Kirk Franklin.
For real. I was impressed with her album too. It was definitely, I love an artist that has some depth, because you hear the singles, you hear the hits, and you see the image, but like the best rap albums are well-rounded. Like, oh, dang, you got a gospel song on here and it worked. You got feature from this person and that person, and like everything sounds good, and you maintain, your individuality. Like that was dope.
Absolutely. And I also think that over the past 5 years or so, the record Yeah Glow is one of the best manifestation records in the past half decade.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, and I feel like people are so quick too nowadays. Like they'll just, they drop one bad song or one miss. Like it happens. No one's batting 1,000, but they're just like, oh, they're washed or they done. And she was like, oh no, I'm coming right back with it.
Yeah.
I think it was dope that they honored Mariah Carey. That was really cool to see. Like, dang, some of these songs still resonate. Like the 90s and 2000s, like that still resonates with a lot of people. Like, you remember 106 in Park?
Of course.
Man.
Of course.
Like those music videos, and like that's probably the first, that and Rap City were probably some of the first freestyles I ever saw. Like Blind Fury, I mean,
oh man, Freestyle Friday,
bro, like them was so crazy. And Ludacris verse is crazy, y'all. I'm gonna say this every time I post Ludacris, someone's like, wait, he raps. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, man. It just made me realize I'm getting older, man. Like, I remember, man, Ludacris that's one of the most underrated rappers ever. But he's so talented that he's built this other career from, Fast and Furious or whatever. Like, he's the man, bro.
Yeah. And it blows my mind that, like, dang, like the next generation probably knows Ludacris from Fast and Furious. And like this man is definitely underrated. Some of the best freestyles I've posted are from BET, of course, the ones that go the most viral, the Busta Rhymes, 2 Chainz, Luda, Eminem, Kendrick, of course. And like Kendrick won so many awards.
Kendrick's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Straight up and down.
Yeah, we ain't got to get into the drama because I'm tired of talking about that. But the BET Awards was nice, man. Kevin Hart did his thing.
Absolutely.
I'm a huge Kevin Hart fan. I love what he does as an entertainer. Chocolate Dropper. Did you see that?
Yeah, this freestyle. Yeah, I fuck with Kevin Hart, man. He's I view him like as the Drake of comedy.
Damn, that's a good comparison.
Straight up.
Kevin Hart, the Drake of comedy.
For sure.
Man.
Yeah, stadiums, bro.
Yeah, real talk. But man, like, there's a lot of legends in the game, and we got to talk about one who's coming up. Timbaland, man. This AI music, bro. And last week, y'all, I was the one. I was like, I see both sides like Chanel. Like, I was like, okay, like, yeah, like I see it from the business side, but I'm an artist. I'm a creative. I get the music industry, yada, yada, yada. But bro, this last week, people's like, hey, bro, you stealing stuff and gonna put it to this AI model. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did, man. So it's my thoughts on it. I fuck with Timbaland. You know, he's obviously
respectfully
a legend
from love.
So when this news first dropped, and I saw the initial backlash that he was getting, oh, this is demonic, and then it's like, bro, use ChatGPT. If that's demonic, then we're all in hell. Right, let's just stop.
Everybody get canceled.
But I had a thought where I was gonna defend him because I felt like the idea that people are like, well, you are using this and this is so messed up, as if it just had a lot of entitlement. It seemed like in the beginning, like it's Timbaland's responsibility to make sure your voice gets heard. That just is just a weird take. I understand the emotion around it, but that's not Timbaland's responsibility. He's earned the right to do whatever the fuck he feels like doing.
Facts.
Now, upon further investigation, I was gonna support you under the premise that you actually wasn't using all these artists that you were, fucking with and using their stuff to train the AI model. Mm-hmm. And then when immediately someone pulls up a clip of you taking someone's shit, and then you're like, oh, this is Baby Timbo. It's like, no, I just saw this nigga on Instagram.
Man,
what
the receipts?
What's going on right now?
The receipts.
That looks fucking crazy. That looks crazy. And the more stuff he puts out like this, the more people will forget that beat you made where you tapped a spoon on the side of a fucking goddamn hourglass. We're gonna forget this amazing beat that you made,
right,
from you doing this type shit. Like, you don't need to be don't be in a rush to be first and to be the face of everything, because that just, you are, it could take forever to build a legacy and seconds to tear it down. He hasn't teared his whole legacy down for me, but this is not a good look. That is for sure.
It's definitely not a good look. I think Russ had a really good point where he's like, man, I really think this is about control. Like, the labels are already drafting up, how do you pay an AI artist for streams? I mean, do you? I don't think you do. And the fact that, like, you would want to take away, like, working with an artist, like, hey, like, obviously we're artists, man, we care about our shit. I'm sensitive about my shit, right? And I'm gonna get in the studio, it's gotta sound like I want it to sound, because it's my art. But if you just have an AI model, it's like, all right, you do this. I mean, it's a robot making this wonderful product. And I think, like, what I feel bad for the younger generation, they're not gonna know any different. Like, you talk about, you come up, like, I think the funniest thing when someone was like, man, you big bro now. I was like, how am I big bro? Because I had a song called Take My Phone Away, and I was in the camera doing this. And they was like, yeah, you big bro. Everybody doing this. And I was like, why? Because the youngins, they don't even know, like, this phone. They see this one.
That's funny, yeah.
And it's like, if you put AI into music, those kids, middle school, elementary, high school, maybe they're not even going to know the difference of, like, oh, this is just an artist they rolled out. They're not even gonna know. And Timbaland, where he's at, it sets a precedent, like a horrible precedent. Is like, man, if Tim's doing this, every label in the game is gonna do it.
Absolutely.
And a young guru was talking to him, like, I hope he understands it. Like, I don't want to see anyone get their legacy ruined or damaged. But it's like, bro, you're right. It takes forever to build, but a moment, a second, can go right away.
Absolutely. And I think, and I also want to say this too, on this subject. It's like, I think it looked worse for Timbaland because he was presenting himself like he was so for working with all of these unknown artists. Yeah. So it just, the how you presented yourself early on just made this whole partnership look kind of funny. I want to say this to all the artists on the come up. There's always going to be something else that's putting pressure on, like, jobs being taken away. Yeah. So for example, I promise there was a bunch of recording tracking engineers, for example, that saw the different plugins that they put in Pro Tools, the different stuff you put on your voice and different things that you need. That's some AI type of shit. Like, you can go in the booth, sing like complete dog shit, and then all of a sudden have a very valuable record due to not your natural voice. So people been using it. It's just that when you see these things happen, don't let this discourage you. At the end of the day, a robot can just take things that exist and make some fairly bullshit version of it, but the source still comes from the human being. Don't let this news discourage you. Use it as motivation to know that a robot can't fuck with you at the end of the day. They can't see you. It can only copy something that exists. It can't create shit. It can mimic things that already exist. So use that as motivation to create as much as possible. Don't let this shit distract you, and don't put certain legendary figures on such a pedestal that you think they are responsible for your upward mobility in this business at the end of the day.
Facts. Man, it's not even Sunday. This man preaching right now.
Sorry, man.
No, do your thing. No, I love this. And I think that's important too, because I mean, shoot, in high school, I remember teachers and people be like, man, you might have a job that doesn't exist yet. And I was like, bro, that sounds like some crazy bullshit. But shit, TikTok, man, I became a TikToker damn near 3 years ago, and that app wasn't even around 5-6 years ago.
Right.
So you never know how you're gonna make it and make things work. But if you keep going, if you stay encouraged, don't get discouraged, like you can really make it happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but Tim, respectfully, man, we gotta talk about this, because like,
man.
especially who he is. I mean, you think about the hits he's had, the production, the artists he's put on. I mean, the classics, and like who he is in the game. It's like, dang, bro. I hope he turns this around for real.
Yeah.
But man, dog. So producer J Boy said, there's an artist out there making 700 songs a day, and it's not AI. And if I'm out here telling folks, like, there's a difference between quality and quantity. Like, I would love to hear about your creative process. Like, you probably had, I mean, everyone had those grinds at the come up where you're writing a song a day, you're in the studio all the time, but like 700 songs in a day is just crazy.
700 songs a day is gonna be complete mid,
bro.
Like, I don't even have to click, because it's just, there's no, now I get volume, so it's like, okay, if I have 700 songs a day, one of them motherfuckers should be special. But the issue is, there's a such thing as listener fatigue. So how 700 songs a day in a week is 4,900 songs in a week. We're north of 16,000 songs in a month. So that means we're close to 200,000 songs in a year.
Quick math.
What? How? Where? Bro, when I see an album that got 20 songs, I literally ain't listening to that shit, bro. I'm not going to go through I'm gonna go on the timeline, find what the highlights are, what's the standouts, and I'm gonna go listen to them. If I fall in love with them, then I'll start from the top. But I can get exhausted just from thinking about it. Almost like if I told you, hey, before we do this podcast, everybody in here need to do 2,000 push-ups. The thought of it will make you tired while you're doing the 6th push-up.
Yeah. Like,
literally, the thought will literally make you exhausted. The idea that somebody can drop 700 songs a day, I ain't listening to that shit, bro.
Nah.
Never.
Nah. There's a difference between quality and quantity. And I get, hey, man, a song a day, 2 songs a day, 3 beats for 5 summers, whatever Kanye did.
A song a day, I can get that.
Yeah. A song a day, I mean, cool. But, like, 700... I don't even know what you're saying 700 times in one day.
Is he rapping or is these like instrumentals?
So he's like singing. It's like indie shit.
He emotional with it?
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
It's like song structure, chorus, verse, chorus, bridge,
wow.
Pre,
yeah.
Something crazy.
That is
I
crazy.
respect it though. I say that. Like, okay, I respect it, but I'm not listening to that shit though.
Nah.
I think it
respectfully.
I think it was like more of a social experiment.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, oh, I'm posting 700 a day on Spotify.
Social experiment.
Gotcha.
It's more because the man built an algorithm to post on his website to drive sales to his website or something. I gotta find the specific video in the guy, but it's insane.
Yeah, no, we'll follow up. 700 songs a day, whether algorithm, not AI, or whatever, is just too much. It's just too much. Man, I'm making an album. My album's almost done, and that was stressful, bruh. You go through life. Like, it's crazy when you start it and you're like, all right, I got these 14, 15, 20 songs. All right, let's dwindle it down. And life just hits you when you're making an album. Like, it's my first album process, and like, I get why motherfuckers make albums in 2 weeks. Cause you want to record them songs, have that moment in your life, and move on. And Absolutely. You let that shit drag out. It's just like, bro, I'm not even the same person.
Nah, you're literally not. I did Manifest in 10 days.
Dang.
Like, that was just because you just catch that rhythm and that zone, and you just want to, But sometimes, it takes a bit longer, just depending on what's going on in your life, what creative zone or pocket of inspiration that you're absorbing that God is giving you at that time. But, but salute to that guy, though. And if I end up hearing some shit and that shit be fire, I will gladly grab this microphone and apologize. But until then, I'm not listening to that shit.
Yeah, 700 songs in a day is crazy. But yeah, y'all, Juneteenth, Fort Worth, Texas. We're at Tulips. Bobby Sessions, Hashi Senju, Southside Vic.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be a fire show. Pull up. We got a live cypher with a lot of dope MCs. You definitely want to be there. But hey, hit Crazy Bars I've Heard for the details, and we'll be right back. Man, Bobby, I gotta say, one thing that kind of irritates me, bro, is all these lists. Mm-hmm. All these top 10 lists and all these rapper lists. Because, like, bro, it's really rage bait. Like, if we don't keep it a bean.
Yeah.
Like, every list I see, especially, like, the ones that a lot of these big, media companies do, Complex, XSL. It's like, all right, y'all want engagement, I get it. But y'all can just ask people. Y'all don't have to put up a list that's, like, top 50 this, top 10 this. Because Brian B. Miller just dropped a list. I want to hear what you think. Okay. He's got the top 10 best rappers 2025 so far. So 6 months in, he based it on skills, songs, features, and presence for the first 6 months of the year.
All right.
So number 1, we got Larry June. 2, Wiz Khalifa. 3, 2 Chainz. 4, Boldy James. 5, Central C. 6, Joey Badass. 7, Ransom. 8, Big Sean. 9, Currency. And 10, Benny the Butcher.
Where the hell is Kendrick Lamar?
Bruh, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Shout out to that's some scientific shit you got going on. That's, that is the crazy. He's doing a stadium fucking tour,
bruh. And I respect B-Dot. I respect, because you never know who see this. But respectfully, yeah, because that Kendrick feature on Playboy Cardi, Good Credit. Whew, what? Man.
So Kendrick Lamar is not on this list?
Nah, he's not.
Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Even the fact Drake should also, like, No Key has been one of the biggest songs out.
Yeah.
Like, this is just now Benny the Butcher. Salute to Benny the Butcher. We got a boom bap classic and gold Rolex. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all stream that.
Yeah.
But Larry June, I fuck with his music a lot. It's the best, like, some of the best, like, get money music in the world. Like, it's just, you just feel like, I don't know, you just feel like today is when he's the first rapper literally like, man, I should eat like a kiwi today. Like, I should like have a smooth, I should take care of myself.
Yeah.
Like
lifestyle raps.
Yeah, lifestyle raps. I feel like if you got Big Sean and Joey on here, you also should add Rayvon on here because he's been getting busy, been getting active. He should definitely be on here. I think 2 Chainz is on the run. I like Wiz Khalifa's 6 months, especially from him. The appearance on Plaque Max's stuff. He just did a tiny desk and having the cushion OJ too. I think all of that is very special. But this list to me almost feels like a top 10 of a certain like subsection of rap. Almost like what I would have considered blog rap in 2011-12.
Yep.
Like it feels like a top 10 of people from either that time period or cut from that cloth in essence. If that disclaimer was put on it, the list would be pretty much perfect. But not having Kendrick Lamar on here with him doing the most historic, some shit we literally have never seen. He did wasn't the Super Bowl in goddamn
February
2025?
For real.
Like then we see that with Samuel L. Jackson,
bro, the Super Bowl,
PlayStation. That wasn't this year, right?
His tour, Gatorade, bro, the Gatorade ad, and then you talking about output too. I mean, GNX was in everybody rotation January, February, first quarter. Shoot, I'm still bumping some of that GNX.
Is he not doing a stadium tour right now? Isn't that not happening now?
Yeah, it's right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot, yeah, he was here 2 weeks ago. He was just in Detroit. He was just in Toronto the other night.
Aren't they selling out?
Yeah, they're selling out.
A stadium. Right?
A stadium.
Okay, I was just
stadium.
So we all agreement what a stadium is, right?
Yeah. And man, my man's last week. Hey, bro, a stadium.
Okay.
Is 60, 70,000 folks.
Okay. So
not 120, but 60, 70,000 people.
So you're doing a stadium.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not on top. There's 10 rappers that's been more. What's the criteria again?
You said based on skill, songs, features, and presence.
All right.
First 6
okay.
months.
What rapper there has been more skilled than Kendrick Lamar? Okay, none. What's the second criteria?
Songs and features.
Songs and feet. Do I even need to?
Nah.
Okay. What was the next one?
Presence.
A stadium tour.
Nigga everywhere.
All right. I'm gonna leave this.
Yeah.
Y'all be killing me.
Man, nah. But yeah, no. Respect to B-Dot. But like List, I think, hey, driving engagement, I get it. I'm on social media content creator. I get the game. But I do, there's a lot of dope rappers on here. Shout out to Benny. I met Benny in March. She was mad cool. I'm from Detroit, of course. Big Sean. Ransom is fire. Joey held it down for show.
Definitely should be on that list.
Yeah. I mean, everyone.
A lot of people should be on a list. It's just,
Yeah.
stadium.
But all these rappers, man, who you been listening to lately, or who you been like, dang, like this man's coming up right now.
Coming up, this is rapper. He hasn't been able to make a list like this yet because he's still on the rise. This guy named Kendrick Lamar. Hopefully he'll make it one day. Like, I think he really got some. He got some potential. Hopefully.
Where's he from? You know where he's from?
Man, I think he's from Compton.
It's Compton.
Yeah. So like maybe when he gotta just leave a stadium and maybe perform for like the fucking earth, like all of it.
Yeah.
And then maybe he'll get 11 on the list.
But they hold him back low key. I mean, they didn't let the clips drop that shit. Like, they was like,
Yeah. I mean, because he's just too small of an artist. He just hadn't cracked a top 10. I think outside of that, I've definitely been paying attention to Joey Badass and the Rayvon back and forth.
Yeah.
I think that's been a very special moment for hip hop. I think that's been one of the bright spots of the year. They kept it clean and competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, Benny. I mean, come on, man. This dude's fucking
crazy.
Amazing. I love listening to Larry June. That's for sure. Like, it gave me I was really, really big into listening to Currency around 2010, like that time period, and Larry June gave me a similar feeling, kind of like of that, or Dom Kennedy or something, like how that music used to make me feel. It's how Larry June's music makes me feel. So I like that a lot. I've been listening to I love Glorilla stuff.
Yep.
And it's another artist out the DFW named Nichelle that I think she's doing exceptionally well, and I'm excited to hear more of her music.
Bro, I saw her video, and people was like, bro, she going crazy. And I was like, I mean, she was killing it.
Spazzing.
Yeah, and I love, like, people are creative with their stuff. Like, she was in the kitchen cooking and just spitting bars.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, people, like, it's so funny, like, starting this page, because I started this page, like, straight up, like, man, I'm an artist, I just want to pop on TikTok. But what it's like turned into is like people put me on to so many artists, and I'm seeing so many creatives do dope things, and then people hit me up like, bro, do you know how many rappers you've put me on? And like, that's like crazy to me, because I mean, I met a lot of like dope people this year, and I want to connect with a lot more, because there's a bunch. It's cool like meeting people online, but it's great seeing people in person and live and doing this and connecting about hip hop who love it just as much as I do.
Absolutely, man.
But yeah, and I think the DFW's got a great scene, Dallas and Fort Worth side. I mean, the artists we got on the lineup, of course. And Southside Vic is a great example of that. Like, bro, like, I didn't like it like a year and a half ago. I did not know who he was. I did not know that man. I was like, wait, you that dude from Vine? Send me the video to On the Radar. I was like, yeah, bro, let's work. Fast forward, man, met the dude, chopped it up, cool, and now I got him on a show.
Yeah.
Like, I want to take this shit on tour where I'm doing that all over the country, like some Team Backpack shit.
Man, I remember Team Backpack, bro.
Bruh, Team Backpack was dope.
Saw how the Prince used to go stupid on
Man,
that shit.
Sahai's crazy. People was like, oh, that's Kanye's ghostwriter. I'm like, Sahai, way more than that.
Yeah. He's a co-writer, not ghostwriter. He credited.
Yeah. Yeah, get it right.
There's a difference.
Get it right, man. Well, that's dope. Man, Bobby, man, I appreciate you so much for coming on. One, because you blazed the mic.
I appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
Crazy bars I heard. Shit was fire.
Thank you, bro.
I'm excited for the show on Thursday.
Absolutely.
That's gonna be real dope. If y'all in town, Fort Worth, Texas, definitely pull up. But yeah, man, you you killed it, killed the mic, killed the interview. I appreciate you, man.
Man, appreciate you as well. Thank you for having me on your platform. I want to give you flowers to say I love what you're doing with the platform. I love the fact no matter what the perceived tier status is of the different lyricists that you highlight them on your page and getting them that visibility, giving visibility to these humans out here that's putting the work and using their creative power to come out with the best shit that they possibly can. I think that's awesome, very honorable, and hip hop appreciates you, brother.
Man, appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
And y'all, make sure y'all tap in with Bobby Sessions.
Yes, sir.
Dope artist. Man, I love what you're about to do with the Young Legend Academy.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
That's gonna be so fire, and we need it. And everybody know bars still matter.
Absolutely.
But all right, y'all, that's the Crazy Bars I Heard podcast. You can follow me at Crazy Bars I've Heard. Hit up my music. It's Ernie2_. We out.